Yo, what's happening, people? I'm back with another top five, and this time we're going greatest Arsenal strikers of the Premier League era. Straight in at number five. I'm gonna go with the controversial one. Straight in at number five, Emmanuel Adebayor. Now it's a tough one because could have gone with him, could have gone with Aubameyang. He was considering at number five, but I've gone with Adebayor. I think the pressure on him having to come in after some great strikers that had been Thierry, Ian Wright, and to come in and do as well as he did. I think I've got to put him in. I think he got 24 goals in one season. Was magnificent in that season. Struggled a little bit before that, but scored some big goals against Manchester United and others, and a fan favourite in the end. And it's a shame what happened in the end, but yeah, for me, Adebayor is in my top five. But I didn't think he would be, but yeah, I'll put him in there. In at number four, I'm going with Dennis Bergkamp. Now, not your natural striker, goal scorer, but as a second striker, one of the best I've ever seen. The way he plays, the way he is on the ball, he creates goals, he scores unbelievable goals every now and again, and a magnificent strike partner. And I think anyone with a sort of greed to score goals like the Ian Wrights and the Henrys and Elkas of those ages they absolutely love playing with them. Ask them. They'll tell you Dennis Bergkamp's the one they want to play with, because he will just provide you so many goals by his assists and his work rate, and his the lack of greed in him to help others succeed. And he's an all-round great player as well. So yeah, he is in at number four. At number three, I've got to go with my man, Mr. Snake, Robin van Persie. Now, listen, you can call him what you want for what he done and the way he left Arsenal, but the 2 seasons he had at Arsenal before he left, unbelievable. And even when he went to Man United, he was brilliant. But at Arsenal, the 2 years he had there, last 2 seasons has put him in his top five for me. He was fantastic. He would just bang goals in for fun. When he got going and after his injuries at the start, coming in, he said his idol was Dennis Bergkamp, so seeing him come through and then him stepping up to the plate, that magnificent goal against Charlton, I'll never forget him, scored an absolute banger. And he had consistency as he got through his career as well, which I love to see, because we all wanted him to succeed at Arsenal, and in the end he could say that, he done his thing. And yeah, so he has to go into my top five. Robin van Persie. And now to the top two. No surprise, Ian Wright is in there at number two. Was Arsenal's record goal scorer. Could score. He's one of them guys that is scoring goals in the box, in the 6-yard box. He's gambling. He wants to keep it to spill it. He could bang it as well, but his main thing was you get in there and get the ball in the back of the net. And he's a man that loved goals. He'd always talk about how he wanted to make sure he was top scorer, golden boot winner, and somewhat underrated, especially in that time of era when there's so many great England strikers and he wasn't really at the forefront. But when you look back on it, you think, Ian Wright done his thing in the Premier League. He done his thing for Arsenal, and I'm so glad that he won the league in his final season at Arsenal, because it would have been a shame to him to not have a league title in his back pocket. So yeah, Ian Wright, man, one of the greatest Arsenal strikers there has been. But for me, there's no surprise, in at number one, the greatest Arsenal striker, and for me, the greatest striker to ever grace the planet, Thierry Henry. Man is magnificent. You can't stop him when he's on his team. When he was on it, he was taking on man, he was shooting, left foot, right foot, free kicks, penalties, doing some magnificent passes. Guy holds the record for the most assists in the Premier League. Golden boot winner, I think 4 times. He's got it all. He led Arsenal to the Premier League on a couple of occasions as well. The man he's magnificent. They call him the magnificent Thierry, man. And he has to go down as Arsenal's greatest ever goal scorer, greatest ever striker. 228 goals for the club. No one has ever scored more. He came and revolutionised the striking position at Arsenal. So yeah, Henry has to go in at number 1. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.